It was one of those evenings where everything shimmered, crystal chandeliers swayed softly above tables dressed in white silk, laughter rippled through the air, and music floated like champagne bubbles. Everyone looked perfect. Everyone, except for Elena Carter, the woman who had built an empire from her hospital bed, the woman whose name on a building made investors lean forward. Tonight, she sat quietly at the corner table, her elegant white suit glowing under the warm lights, her wheelchair gleaming like silver armor. To the world, she was power, but tonight, she felt invisible. The wedding was of her best friend, and while everyone danced and toasted love, she sat alone, tracing the rim of her glass, her smile polite but hollow. She had come prepared for this, she had perfected the art of being fine. Yet every laugh that echoed across the ballroom reminded her of everything she had lost the day her car hit that guardrail 5 years ago. She had walked into that storm as a dreamer. She rolled out as a survivor. And somewhere between recovery and boardrooms, she had built walls no one could climb. Across the hall, Daniel Hale, a single father with tired eyes and a heart too big for his chest, bent down to fix the bow on his little daughter's lavender dress. He hadn't wanted to come. Weddings reminded him of what was missing, of promises that had faded. His late wife, Claire, had been the love of his life, and though 3 years had passed, her laughter still lived in the corners of his memory. Tonight, he was here only because his daughter, Lily, was the flower girl. She tugged at his sleeve, holding her stuffed bunny like a shield. "Daddy, that lady looks sad," she whispered, pointing at Elena. Daniel followed her gaze, and his eyes met the woman in white, poised, beautiful, distant. For a moment, something stirred. It wasn't pity. It was recognition, the quiet ache of someone who had also lost something the world couldn't see. Elena felt his gaze and turned. Their eyes met, hers guarded, his gentle. He smiled, the kind of smile that doesn't demand anything. Just warmth. She looked away, pretending to fix her sleeve, but inside, something trembled. She had forgotten what it felt like to be truly seen. The night wore on. People danced. Toasts were made. And as Elena wheeled herself toward the balcony to escape the noise, she heard a soft voice. "Excuse me." She turned. There he was, Daniel, holding Lily's hand. The little girl looked up, wide-eyed. "Hi," Lily said shyly, "you're so pretty." Elena blinked, caught off guard, then smiled. "Thank you, sweetheart. You're very kind." Daniel chuckled. She's not wrong. Elena's heart skipped. Compliments had always felt like currency, but from him, it sounded like truth. They talked. At first, politely. She learned he was an architect, widowed, raising Lily on his own. He learned she was the youngest female CEO in her industry, paralyzed from the waist down after an accident. There was no pity in his eyes, only respect. That alone disarmed her. He asked her if she was enjoying the wedding. She laughed softly. "I'm trying. It's easier to conquer boardrooms than dance floors." He grinned. "Then maybe you just need the right partner." Her eyes widened. "Oh no," she said quickly, "I don't dance." But Lily tugged at her father's hand. "Daddy, you said everyone should dance at weddings." Daniel crouched beside her. "You're right, pumpkin." He turned to Elena. "Would you be my date for one dance?" The world paused. She looked around, people laughing, lights flickering, and for the first time, she wasn't thinking about what she couldn't do. She was thinking about what she wanted to feel again. Slowly, she nodded. Daniel took her hand, warm and steady. The music softened. He didn't pull her from the chair. He simply moved with her, guiding her hands, matching her rhythm. To the people watching, it was just a moment. To her, it was freedom. The music swelled, and she laughed, really laughed, the sound surprising even herself. When the song ended, applause rippled quietly around them, but Daniel didn't let go. He just whispered, "See. You dance just fine." Later that night, they sat outside on the terrace, under a sky dusted with stars. The hum of the party faded, replaced by the soft voice of the wind. "You know," Daniel said, "I used to think life stopped when you lost something precious. But now I think it just changes shape. Maybe love does too." Elena looked at him, her throat tight. "I used to believe people only loved you when you were perfect. When you could walk beside them. When you could give them everything. Daniel shook his head. Then they didn't see you. Real love isn't about what you can do. It's about who you are. There was silence, the kind that heals. Lily had fallen asleep in her father's arms, her bunny dangling from her tiny hand. Elena reached out, brushing a curl from the little girl's forehead. She's lucky, Elena whispered. Daniel smiled. No. I think I'm the lucky one. And for a moment, under the soft glow of chandeliers and moonlight, something shifted between them, something tender, fragile, but alive. Days turned into weeks. They met again, coffee turned into dinners, dinners into laughter, laughter into moments that felt dangerously close to joy. Elena found herself waiting for his texts, his calls, his quiet humor. Daniel saw in her not the woman in a wheelchair, but the woman who had refused to let pain define her. Yet, as feelings grew, fear crept in. One evening, Elena pulled away. Daniel, you deserve someone who can give you a normal life. Someone who can walk beside you. Dance with you. Run after your daughter. Her voice broke. Not someone who slows you down. Daniel's eyes darkened. Elena, you don't slow me down. You remind me to stop running. But the walls she'd built were strong. She avoided him. Focused on work. Pretended she was fine. Until one morning she received an email. Lily had drawn a picture at school. It showed 3 stick figures, a little girl, her dad, and a woman in a wheelchair, all holding hands. At the bottom, written in a child's uneven scrawl, my family. Tears blurred Elena's vision. In that instant, she realized she wasn't afraid of love. She was afraid of being loved for who she really was. And that was exactly what Daniel and Lily had given her. She went to see them. Daniel opened the door, surprised. She looked nervous, clutching a small bouquet. I'm sorry, she said, for running away. I thought I needed to be strong alone. But maybe real strength is letting someone stand beside you. Daniel's smile was soft. Or sit beside you, he said, kneeling to her level. She laughed through tears. So, are you asking me to dance again? Always, he whispered. They didn't need music this time. Just the rhythm of hearts learning to trust again. The world around them faded, no wheelchairs, no ghosts, no fear. Just love, raw and real. Later that night, Elena spoke softly to the camera of her mind, the same way she'd speak to anyone watching her story. If you're watching this and you feel alone, if you think your scars make you unlovable, listen to me. You are not broken. You are becoming. And the right people won't see your limits, they'll see your light. So, as the scene fades, Elena in her wheelchair, Daniel beside her, Lily twirling with her bunny under the glow of fairy lights, the message remains, love doesn't need perfection. It just needs courage. Don't let your pain define your worth. The right person will see your strength, not your scars. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring more stories of hope, courage, and unexpected love to life. Because sometimes, the most beautiful beginnings start where you thought everything ended.